G'day viewers, well I'm going to move my attention onto this case now. I put some super glue oil on this front crack here on the fascia. Then I used this bolt and 2 washers to clamp it because it was twisted and I couldn't get to close, so I clamped that in between the plastic. It was nice and tight, and that acted as a good clamp between those washers to hold that. That's actually secured together nice and good now, so see if I can polish that surface clean, because these knobs actually have felts on them and I don't want that felt getting caught and tearing up. So those knobs have the original felts on there. It's very, very, very rare to find them intact like that. I've also let the glue dry, so it's all dried up. I'm going to get some sandpaper and sand all this muck down, get all the outside, make the outside look good. So I'll get that all polished up. Then I'm going to make a back cover for it out of this Fisher and Paykel Smart Drive door skin. It's relatively good plastic, so I can cut that up to the shape of the back of that. And I might have to cut a hole to let the allow for this pulley here on the tuning gang, and put like some sort of plastic shroud that allows this to stick out but still be covered. This cord will the cord fits through there, so I don't have to cut any holes in the back of that. So yeah, I sort of did the 2 holes in the middle for the screws, and that should be it. The antenna wires that come out of here and the power cord comes out of there, so this should work out. So I'll get this all polished up, get some sandpaper and see how it looks. And once I've done that, I'm going to hit it with some cut and polish. Alright viewers, I've got the radio back in its case. Done some cut and polishing over here. It's looking a lot better. I've cut the back cover here out of some Fisher and Paykel washing machine lid plastic. Mark the holes for the screws, and that should bolt on flat. I might have to make something to space out this pulley on the tuning gang, because it's going to hit that. So I'll get these holes drilled out. But got a new drill. This sort of did a job. This beats a blueprint if we should have had before. Oh, lithium LXT limited edition 30th anniversary drill. So let's get these holes drilled, and I'll cut the cord bits out for the aerial. That's for the aerial and earth, and this is for the main power cord to go through. Mark those out and we'll see what happens to the tuning gang. I might have to recess a bit of plastic out to get that to not scrape. So let's get these screw holes drilled out and see how it fits. Okay, viewers, just got this on the kitchen table here. It's drying up quite nicely now. I buffed out that as best as I could. The glue is still holding, so that's a good thing. Got that little bit of wire off there because that was just acting as a clamp, so I buffed all that and polished all that melted crap off. That's all glued down, all secured nice and good. So yeah, I even glued this little emblem back on. Wasn't this? It's very common for this model for this emblem to be missing, so I glued that back on properly. Glued this crack shut. That's a lot better than what it was. So now I've just made the back cover. I'm just gonna what I've done, I've actually looked up pictures on the internet and compared that to this Astor BPJ Quality 5 radio. The back case of that is very similar to this one, what it would have been, except it had a big hole here for a mains outlet and a little oval hole for a pickup, and it was recessed about this far from the back of the case, so it comes out an extra 10mm, so about that far to clear the tuning gang cog, the pulley. So I haven't really done that with this one, so what I'm going to have to do, but more importantly what I've done, I've marked out the vent holes for the valves, so I'm going to have to cut those out using a small drill bit and just run it along sideways to cut those holes out so it's got circulation. I'm going to have to somehow make a little, like what Astor's done here, a recess to clear the cog of the tuning gang. I have to do that same thing with this one, so I might have to cut a hole and put some plastic over the top of it or something like that. So or just cut a bit of PVC pipe that'll come out through a gap that I'll cut. Bit of PVC pipe there and glue it on. It won't look pretty, but it's going to clear the tuning gang. So I cut these out, so it's got to have these. Otherwise, if I just stuck that in the back like that, the heat from the valves will trap and damage this already weak plastic case. So it's very brittle. So yeah, and then I'm going to cut these holes out and try and make it how I'm going to get the tuning gang and clear that. So yeah, let's get started. Alright viewers, the back's all done. Looks professional now. The vents for the valves, a recessed countersink for this tuning gang drive pulley, and that will just bolt on like that. White's the antenna, black's the earth. I'm not going to cut this off because I'll use this for my ITX AM radio station, and that needs an earth to get clear transmission. So I'll use the earth of the radio station to earth to this cord, which grounds a chassis which is grounded to the main pin. So better way to ground the AM radio station, and yeah, actually works quite well. So I'll leave that there, and it's also for originality too. So antenna on earth. Originally there's supposed to be a pickup thing in there, but on this originally we were supposed to put a socket here for pickup, but I never did that for this one, for Gramophone, so never got around to it. But anyway, I got the AM radio station, which is just as good, so it makes any radio work as for iPod input. So I bought this back housing on. Looks a bit ugly, but better than not having one. Let's put those screws on and we'll give this radio a test. It's a bit off centre, but viewers, I'll bolt this up and we'll set it up and give it a test how it sounds in the case. Okay viewers, it's all complete. A bit of a challenge to get this clear, so what I've done, I just put spacers behind this, some washers behind those screws. It's a bit of a gap, but it looks kind of ugly, but at least the radio is going to run cooler. Better for the valves that way, and the plastic casing. It's a bit of relief on that cord too. The cord actually sticks out a bit, so now when I tune it, you listen carefully, there's no scraping. That real tuning gang pulley is clearing that back cover I made. We'll power it up and put it on the right call sign so we get the station coming in. We'll turn it on. Meter's starting to turn very slowly. Shut the door. Good enough. There you go. Turn the volume up so we can hear it.
Against a man who was awarded compensation after he claimed one of its products caused him to have a heart attack. Victorian grandfather Graham was last
tone control is a lot easier to turn now. That was very hard before.
In the federal court, claiming he was no longer able to $20,000. It's believed the fraudsters disconnect a person's phone and then connect to a new.
Better put me light. I've got a light. There you go. There you go. The meter's just kicking over. I think I'd say this radio probably pulls 30 to 40 watts, so it's going to take a while to get this meter to clock another 1/10 of a kilowatt hour. It is turning, but very slowly. Alright, now let's have a look at the back. Just see the valves lighting up through there. Filaments, I should say. There the old wax smell comes off as you run the radio. So I'll try tuning some other stations in. Very smooth now, so turn it up flat out. This model isn't particularly very sensitive though, as it does have to have a big aerial. Now, 5 of them doesn't even come in on this one, so I need to get a big aerial hooked up to this one. But it will work good with my ITX AM radio station hooked up to it though, so I could play my iPod through this.
23.
Currently, it's 19 degrees.
Cracking the combination to open the doors on another hour of the vintage.
So there you go. His master's voice. It's got a dog with its nose in the gramophone
Good afternoon
speaker.
to you. It's Paul Taylor with the Vintage Vault here at Easy Mix.
There you go. So yeah, that's all complete. So thanks for watching.
A few the Beatles.